there to support the team and support them. And so the color guard showed up, which was nice, and had a good crowd out there. And faced Nemi, which is number 2 in 3A team, and their pitcher that they threw was their number 1, and he lasted about 3 innings. And then their catcher's a pretty good player, but took advantage of some of their mistakes and hit the ball well and ended up winning H1. Good performance by our pitchers on the mound. Jet Whitmire started and Frankie Galindo finished it. And so, yeah, excited for the win and that got us ready for this tournament here in Rio Rancho.
Well, you go from one tough school to another one, or at least perennial they are tough. I don't know if La Cueva is where they're ranked, but playing La Cueva here in a little bit. Talk about La Cueva and today's ball game.
Yes, sir. Yeah, La Cueva, I think they're ranked number 1 in the state in 5A, and they're going to be good. They're good every year, and we're excited about the challenge. It's the reason we come to a tournament like this is to see the better teams in the state, and you really look at all the teams in the state. It looks like a state tournament, and so we're excited to face La Cueva and give them our best shot. And we don't shy away from anyone. We make our schedule as tough as possible. Every year it's tough, and it gets tougher and tougher, and we try to play the best teams in the state, and that's what we're doing. And so we're looking forward to the game today.
Well, it's a great tournament here, as you said. A lot of good schools here, and you guys taking on number 1 La Cueva. Good luck, Coach. And Bulldog fans, will be audio only, so if you're watching on TV, it'll just be audio, but you can certainly find us there. Go Bulldogs.
Forest Tire, mile after mile, we've been with you for almost 80 years. Nowadays, it seems like nothing is built to last. Phones, appliances, cars, computers. But the new Michelin Defender 2 tire is designed to outlast. With a quiet and comfortable ride, you'll have the confidence you need on the roads, whether they're wet or dry. So goodbye to short-lived and hello to something that lasts. Forest Tire, keeping you rolling since 1944.
Hey CVE members, have you scheduled your no-cost home energy audit? If not, it's time to sign up. Call 575-746-3571 to get your name on the list for a free home energy audit. Weather stripping, new door sweeps, minor repairs, and much more. Start saving money and keep that purchased air in your home. Central Valley Electric Cooperative is happy to partner with Green Metal Energy for this valuable audit. Again, 575-746-3571.
It's the Easter Savings Meat Sale at Fenn's Country Market in Artesia. Cooked shank portion bone-in ham, $1.77 a pound. Fryer leg quarters, sold in 10-pound bag, 49 cents a pound. Baby back pork ribs, $2.49 a pound. And fresh 73% lean ground beef, family pack, $2.69 a pound at Fenn's Country Market in Artesia. And right now, Pepsi Select Flavors 12-pack cans, 3 for $12 at Fenn's Country Market in Artesia.
There really is no one quite like you, and no one quite like the ones you love. At Turpinning & Son Mortuary, they take pride in providing families with the best service possible. The phrase, "we make it personal," is not just a tagline. It's the way they conduct themselves every day as they honor the ones you love in their own unique and special way. Located at 611 West Grand in Artesia. Visit artesiafunerals.com to learn more. Turpinning & Son Mortuary, proudly serving our community and your family since 1954.
Attention car shoppers, are you ready for March Madness? Well, get ready for the ultimate used car sale brought to you by the Richland Dodge Boys, March 27th through the 30th. So, Brady and Scott, why don't you tell them all about it?
Whether you're a basketball fan or not, our March Madness used car sale is an event you won't want to miss. We've got a wide selection of high-quality used cars, all at unbeatable prices.
Score big savings on the best selection of used cars in southeastern New Mexico. Our knowledgeable sales team is here to help you find the perfect vehicle that fits your needs and budget.
We also have our huge selection of new Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram products. But that's not all. As part of our March Madness sale, we're offering special financing options to make owning your dream car even more affordable.
Don't forget to bring your kids because Saturday, March 30th at 11 a.m., we will also be having an Easter egg hunt and free snow cones at Carpenter Park on Southeast Main and Buena Vista, just south of the Richland Dodge store.
Don't let this opportunity pass you by. Visit Richland Motors today and take advantage of our March Madness used car event. Hurry, because these deals won't last forever.
So hurry down to 1309 Southeast Main, where we are right on the corner and right on the price.
If you're looking for a career that offers challenge, purpose, and opportunity while valuing you and your work-life balance, we invite you to start your journey at Coterra Energy. Here at Coterra Energy, our operations are growing fast, and we're looking for qualified individuals for field and office positions. New employees are eligible to receive a sign-on bonus, and once hired, they'll receive an unmatched benefits package. Producing energy, empowering people, building community. Text Coterra, C-O-T-E-R-R-A, to 71441 to start your journey today. Coterra Energy is an equal opportunity employer.
Get your tickets now as Red Zone presents A Night with C.J. Stroud, Saturday, April 13th at the Bulldog Pit in Artesia. Previously announced as A Night with Jason Witten, Jason became unavailable, so C.J. Stroud stepped up to take his place. C.J. is the 2024 Offensive Rookie of the Year with the Houston Texans and two-time Heisman Trophy finalist. Admission is free, but you must have a ticket to enter. Jason Witten printed tickets are still good, and remaining tickets are available at the Artesia Chamber of Commerce. This invitation is courtesy of H.F. Sinclair, excited about C.J. Stroud coming to Artesia.
Check it out.
Introducing the new and improved taste of Pepsi Zero Sugar. Now more delicious. Zero never tasted so good. Try it now.
Check it out.
Good afternoon, Bulldog fans. Joby Hodling here. KSVP Radio, AM 990, FM 93.7. And I'm at the Sal Puentes Rio Rancho High School baseball tournament up here in Rio Rancho, New Mexico. And the Artesia Bulldogs join a tough field here, probably the toughest field in the state for a tournament. Got 3 4A teams and 5 4A teams. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 3 4A teams, 5 5A teams. And beautiful day here in Rio Rancho. Not even close to as cold as it was last year. Last year it was hurt cold, but this year sunshine and bright. There is a slight breeze and kind of blowing across the field from left to right, from east, kind of northeast to southwest, really more east-west, but a little bit north, and it is a cool breeze. Now out in the sun, it's pretty warm, but up here in the, if you've never been here to the Rio Rancho ballpark, there's a canopy or basically a building over the entire seated section, and where I set up shop is right up here behind the seats, between the seats, and there's kind of a mezzanine here, and there is a concession stand behind me in the middle. The press box at this high school is over above the first base dugout, and they don't let the press in there, so we all set up here on the mezzanine and get ready to do our ball games. As I said, one of the toughest tournaments coming into, or anywhere in the state, if not the toughest, and I'll give you the reason I'm saying that. Game 1 today at 10 a.m. was Sandia High School against Cleveland High School. Sandia ranked the number 3 team in 5A, and Cleveland the number 4 team in 5A. I didn't see the score, and they didn't have it written down over there on the big board, but Cleveland fell in that game. The number 4 team fell to the number 3 team. So that puts Sandia playing the winner of today's game, our game, tomorrow at 3. And Cleveland playing the loser of our game tomorrow at 10 a.m. Now the second game, the second game today was Carlsbad against Academy. So Carlsbad, the number 8 ranked team in 5A. Of course, we've seen Carlsbad down in our neck of the woods and played them even. They're the number 8 ranked team in 5A, and they beat the number 7 ranked team in 4A, Academy. And then our game now was supposed to start at 3. It's running a little bit behind. I'm not sure why, except for that they're just giving them plenty of time to warm up. The game before us ended probably half an hour ago, but luckily for me, it gave me some time to collect rosters and things like that, get everything input. But in any case, our game is Artesia. We're the number 10 ranked team in 4A currently, and we're playing La Cueva Bears, the La Cueva Bears from Albuquerque, the number 1 ranked team in the state, regardless of class, and obviously the number 1 ranked team in 5A. So if we were to beat La Cueva today, then we'll play Sandia tomorrow at 3 o'clock. If we fall to La Cueva, then we'll play Cleveland High School tomorrow at 10 a.m. The last game of the day is the host team, Rio Rancho Rams, and they're hosting another team from our neck of the woods, and in fact, in our district, the Goddard Rockets. Goddard, the number 1 ranked team in 4A, taking on the number 5 ranked team in 5A, the Rio Rancho Rams, and they're playing immediately following our game, and I'll have that game as well here on KSVPTV.com, and I think on the radio as well. I'm not sure. I'll get it from Gene what station we'll be on, if it'll be on AM 990 and FM 93.7 where we're at now, if we'll be switching to a Roswell channel. In any case, we've got a doubleheader here this afternoon as our Artesia Bulldogs taking on the La Cueva ranked number 1 Bears, and then Goddard, number 1 ranked team in our division, Class 4A, taking on the number 5 ranked Rio Rancho Rams, the number 5 ranked in 5A Rio Rancho Rams, after our game, and that'll be the last game of the evening. Tomorrow, if Goddard wins, then they'll play at 5:30 against Carlsbad, and they've played each other already. If they lose to Rio Rancho, then they'll play tomorrow afternoon at 12:30, and they'll be taking on the Academy Chargers, who are the other 4A team in this tournament. And so regardless of what happens between our game and the Goddard game, we'll have both of those games tomorrow. They could be at 3 and 5:30. They could be at 3 and 12:30. They could be at 10 and 12:30. They could be at 10 and 5:30, just depending on what happens with the Artesia Bulldogs and the Goddard Rockets. Tuesday night, you probably heard Coach Ortiz talk about it a little bit, had the Fletzy game at the Brainerd Park, and Artesia Bulldogs played the number 2 ranked. I think he told me they were the number 2 ranked team in 3A, the Nemi Bronca, or the Nemi Colts, New Mexico Military Institute. Said it was a good turnout. I was out of town this week. I want to thank John Kelly and Coach Lee Johnson for filling in for me on the radio and the TV. I'm sure they did a very good job. I got to listen to a little bit of that, but I was visiting family in Texas, and then I traveled up north from where I was at down in Granbury to Amarillo yesterday to see my daughter at my alma mater at West Texas A&M, where she's going to school, and then left this morning from Amarillo, drove into Rio Rancho, got here plenty early to get all my stuff set up. It's quite a setup to do everything, and got it all done, ready to go. Got to talk to the coach from La Cueva, got his lineup card, and luckily I got it in plenty of time, about 15-20 minutes ago, because when I went on to Max Preps to get his roster and put it into my iPad for iScore to keep score of everything, the roster had no numbers and there were 52 players. And I knew that there wasn't going to be 52 guys on the bench today for La Cueva, and plus there was no numbers, so I had to wait till they got here, and luckily I found the head coach. There were several guys that could have been. I walked up to the right one, and he said, "I'll give it to you in a little bit." So I said, "Okay." And I got it in a little bit and got the roster in, and so they are the visiting team, La Cueva Bears. And I didn't ask either coach. I didn't ask Coach Ortiz or the head coach for La Cueva, but I don't know if they flipped for it, if it was how they are on the sheet here. But in any case, La Cueva the visitors, the Artesia Bulldogs are the home team, and it's going to be a tough one. I mean, they're the number 1 ranked team. They're 10-1, number 1 ranked team in the state and in 5A, of course. 10-1. I didn't look to see who they lost to, but very good team here. And the Artesia Bulldogs always play tough baseball here at the Rio Rancho tournament. Last year was a tough one. They ended up losing all 3 games, but this year looking to do better than that. And starting off here with the La Cueva Bears. La Cueva now on the field warming up, but it looks like they're going through their, I think they're going through their final warm-ups here, I hope, so we can get this game going. The wind has started to pick up a little bit here in Rio Rancho, and when I got here, of course I told my wife when we were packing to go down to Granbury to see our oldest and his family, I said, I'm going to have to pack a lot of clothes. Last year I came ill-prepared for this tournament. In previous years, and I've been up here for several years in a row, it's always been pretty nice, pretty warm, and not too bad. And if you know me, I don't do a good job looking at forecasts. My wife does that, but I don't do a very good job of it. And last year it was frigid, and I didn't have nowhere near enough clothes. I had T-shirts and shorts. I had a pair of jeans, I think, and And it was so cold that night after the doubleheader, because I did the same thing last year. I had Artesia at 3 and Goddard at 5:30. And when I went to, when I left the ballpark, I was shaking. And I went straight to a Walmart and I bought some more clothes. Got some long johns and more. Got some socks, warm socks, and actually not just regular socks, but insulated socks. And then the next day, come back here, and it was still freezing cold and overcast and rainy. And luckily, like I said, there's a pavilion here over the entire complex, or at least over the seating areas and where I sit. And so the rain wasn't getting me, but boy, it was cold. And I went back to Walmart again and got more clothes on Friday, because I knew that we had the 8 a.m. game and it was going to be even colder, because at that moment I started looking at the weather, and it was going to be well below freezing and I think it was below zero with the wind chill. And I knew that we had the 8 a.m. game. So I went back to Walmart, got some more clothes, and got really bundled up. And it was over on the JV field, which is just down to the right here of their varsity field. They don't have any kind of covering or any kind of press box down there, of course. And so I set up near the backstop. But it was about -10, it felt like, with the wind chill. The wind was blowing right directly into my face. I felt terrible for the players, but they were bundled up as good as they could be. In any case, it's not that cold this year, but it is cold. And when I got here earlier, I had on a long sleeve shirt. And what I was going to say about packing is I packed about double the amount of clothes you normally would to go on a trip, but I packed a bunch of warm clothes so I didn't have to buy anything. And sure enough, it's not bad here, but with that breeze and being in the shade, it's chilly. And it's going to be a night game by the time we finish with Goddard and Rio Rancho. So I went back out to the car, got into my, after I got here and got some stuff set up, got into my luggage, got out my long john stuff and my good socks, and I changed. And so I think I'm bundled up good enough here. And again, La Cueva still warming up. If you think I'm just talking about my luggage, we got a ball game coming here in a minute. The number 1 ranked team in the state, the 5A La Cueva Bears, being the visitors to our Artesia Bulldogs, the number 10 ranked team in 4A. And so that game is coming up here in a moment. They're still hitting the ball around in the infield here, are the La Cueva Bears taking their warm-ups, but should be pretty quick here as their outfield's actually coming in now. And they are the visitors, so they'll go in to put on their batting helmets and get ready to bat. Bulldogs already took their infield. They'll come back out here in just a minute and get going. The weather shows it's going to be in the 60s here this week, and windy, breezy, which it is right now. But sun shining, and so I think the teams out there, they're in short sleeves, most of them, and they're running and warming up, so they should be fine. And we'll see how the night game goes, if it gets real cold this evening with the wind chill. But in any case, nice day here in Rio Rancho. Good day to watch some baseball. It is opening day in the major leagues, and I'm not much on the Major League Baseball. I haven't watched a lot of that for a few years, but I know it's opening day, and I know that that's exciting for a lot of folks. And so a lot of baseball today, not only here in Rio Rancho at this South Puentes tournament, but also all around the United States, high school and Little League and junior minors and all the different levels, Babe Ruth, whatever they are, plus Major League Baseball. And so the head coach just popped the ball up for his catcher. That's the last guy for La Cueva. They're all giving fives. They're heading in. The umpires are coming onto the field now, and the Artesia Bulldogs will be heading out. Artesia wearing their white pants, the long pants with the bullet stripe down the side. I think you call it a bullet stripe. Just it's really not a stripe. It's just a bullet line of orange on their white pants. They're wearing their orange jerseys with white numbers and letters wrapped in black, and they've got their orange caps on with their white A on the cap. And I said they were coming on the field, but I wasn't thinking. They got to talk to the umpires first. So the umpires went into both dugouts, looked at their equipment, and now they're headed out to home plate. Coach Ortiz already moseyed on out there. And so joining him will be the head coach for La Cueva here in just a moment. By the way, I don't think I said it, and if you didn't know it, Artesia did win Tuesday night. 8-1 was the final. against the Colts from New Mexico Military Institute. And I don't know, maybe they're going to have the national anthem, but I don't think so because they didn't do one earlier for the game that was preceding this one. Carlsbad was playing Academy, but the La Cueva players all came back out onto the field, so maybe they're just going to warm up a little bit more. Artesia's circling up over third dugout. Artesia's on the third baseline dugout. They are the home team. Coach Ortiz and the head coach for La Cueva out talking to the two umpires, getting their rosters to them and getting the instructions on this field. And by the way, I was talking about our home field last week on the radio. We had the Artesia invite, and of course, Coach Jim Wilburn and Gene Dow did the Bulldog baseball games. I did a couple of Goddard games to cover for Goddard there at our field. And then I covered the Artesia Lady Bulldogs in their tournament, which they won, by the way. And of course, the Bulldogs ended up getting second, playing Carlsbad in the championship game. But what I said was our facilities are second to none, and I do believe that. Our baseball field and our softball field are really, really, really nice. And we got seat backs all the way around, and a lot of them to watch baseball. And we also have those boxes down in front of the bleachers where people can sit their nice chairs down in there and be right on the backstop. And we have a lot of Artesia folks do that. But during the Goddard and Carlsbad game last week, and then I can't remember who Goddard played next, but I was calling them on the radio, and actually I think we were online, ksvptv.com, and I talked about our facilities. I would say that Rio Rancho is in the top 3 or 4. Really nice facility. Of course, they've got the turf infield. They've got a green monster kind of out in center field. It's not as big as ours in terms of width, but I think it's just as high, maybe higher, because it says 370. I believe our green monster says 355 to dead center field, so that one may be higher than ours. But really nice facility here. If you've never been here, out to Rio Rancho High School, it kind of sits up on a hill, and beautiful facility. And like I said, all the bleachers are covered, and there's seat backs here too all the way around. They're not as big as ours, I don't think. I don't think they have near as many seats, but maybe 75%. But real nice place. And our Bulldogs have now come onto the field. They're going to take their warm-ups. One thing about baseball, there is a lot of time between stuff. And so they come out onto the field each inning. If you're a baseball fan, you already know this, of course. But they come out, take their warm-ups. They just were on the field just not very long ago, warming up. All right, so for the Artesia Bulldogs defensively, we're going to have number 16, Jet Whitmire in left, number 8, Jesse Amendadas out in center field, and number 17, Frankie Galindo in right field. In the infield, we'll have Ricky Amendadas, number 25, over at first, Jack Byers, number 12, at third, Caden Bo.
Well, folks, please stand by. We had Joby there. He was getting ready to do his opening thoughts and comments there, and it looks like we're still connected, but we just lost our feed from Joby. So I let him know. We'll take a commercial break, and we'll see if we can get Joby back. Hang on just a moment, folks. Sometimes that dog barking is an Artesia Bulldog preparing for victory. Most of the time, however, it's probably just the family pet asking for attention. Artesia Animal Clinic provides a full range of services for just about any size pet or animal. Our new clinic has been expanded to provide better quality of care, including an in-house laboratory, radiology, surgery, herd health, and more. So the next time your pet looks like they could use some extra care, come by Artesia Animal Clinic in our newly remodeled and expanded facility at 110 West Mahone Drive. Once again, the best-selling truck in America for the 47th consecutive year is Ford F-150. Nobody sells more trucks than Ford, and nobody has a better selection of new and certified pre-owned Ford trucks than Artesia Ford Sales. Our inventory of Ford F-150 trucks has never been better. Plus, Artesia Ford has a great selection of new and certified pre-owned SUVs like Explorer and Expedition. Find out why Ford F-150 is the best-selling truck in America for yourself. Stop by Artesia Ford Sales today or visit artesiaford.com.
Hoppet went off to his left, and that was a tough play. And I think that's probably an infield single. As going in behind him was second baseman Beauregard, scooped it up and kept everybody kept the runner at first base. So the first hit of the day is Panetta, and that'll bring Martinez to the plate. He'll step in on the right side. And coming to the set position is at first pitch called, strike one. Boy, quick strike there, right down the middle from Estrada. Getting the lead over there is Panetta. Estrada to the plate. Curveball hit hard, but down the line foul for a foul ball, strike two, and it bouncer right over toward the third base coach, and that goes down into the corner here at the ballpark at Rio Rancho. All right, so Estrada back, ready to go. He's in the stretch position. He'll take a turn and look over to first base. Not a big lead over there for Panetta. In fact, not a big lead at all. And he hits him. Looked like a curveball that didn't break. So hit by pitch puts runners at first and second for the Bears with one out here in the top of the first inning. And to the plate comes their cleanup batter, their pitcher, number 8, Braden Reynolds. On deck is their first baseman, number 4, Connor Boffman. And in the hole, right fielder, number 11, Caden Nerhood. Usherwood took a trot out and talked to Estrada. Runners at first and second. And their pitcher and cleanup batter, Reynolds, steps in on the right side. He's a big guy, too. I would say over 6 foot easily. All right, so Estrada to the plate. Oh, another high pitch. He had to duck. Would have hit him in the head. So I don't know if, not sure, but ball one. Nye again from the stretch. Again, not real big lead back there for Panetta at second base. Here's the pitch right down the middle. That's stroked out to right field. And coming on and making the catch. What a great catch out there. And we're going to double him up. The runner from first base had gone almost all the way down, and Galindo catches it. Had to go hard to his left. Made a fantastic catch, turned and whipped it in to Ricky Almendares at first base, who had to go up the line a little bit, and he tags the runner out that was trying to come back. That was Raymond Martinez coming back. And what a great play there by the Bulldogs. So they kind of get out of the jam there as the double play. And well, let me look. Well, I got to finish my deal here, but there was a one hit. And there was a hit by pitch, but there were no Bulldog errors and nobody left on base. So the end of the first inning, top of the first inning, I should say, Bulldogs coming to bat. It's 0-0. We'll be back.
Sign up today for the 2-day Reload Camp with Coach Tom George, Saturday and Sunday, April 13th and 14th in Artesia, New Mexico.
The goal of Reload is to take our camp to locations that don't always have a lot of opportunities.
The 2-day Reload Camp is for all ages, all positions, and features college, NFL, and local coaches.
They do it because they want to impact young people. I'm not saying every professional and college coach is like that, but the ones that come to my camp are, because I don't have it any other way.
Saturday and Sunday, April 13th and 14th in Artesia, New Mexico. Sign up today at QBimpact.com. Devon Energy is proud to support Artesia High School athletic programs. By partnering with Artesia, we're making an investment in the long-term future of our community. Sports teach discipline, teamwork, and leadership, skills our youth will use to succeed for a lifetime. From our team to yours, Devon Energy wishes you good luck this season, both on the field and in the classroom. Go Bulldogs from Devon Energy.
Welcome back here to the ballpark in Rio Rancho, New Mexico, as the Bulldogs get that double play. 9-3, and here's the first pitch of the next inning. Called strike one. Caught the outside corner to Jet Fuentes, who is the leadoff batter. Braden Reynolds, number 8, is the pitcher for La Cueva. Big right-hander. Here's the pitch. Called strike two. That one even closer to the middle of the plate. So 0-2 quickly to Jet. He'll shorten up here and look to drive one somewhere. On deck for the Bulldogs, Estrada, and in the hole, Byers. As Reynolds, up the timeout taken by Fuentes. All right, so we got Liker, Hicks, and Nurhood left to right. Pineda, Martinez, Jacobson, and Boffman. That pitch way outside, ball one. They're from third to first. The catcher is Luke Ryder, and the pitcher, Braden Reynolds, who is not wasting much time here. He's pitching pretty quick. Here's the 1-2. Swinging and a miss, and got him good. Fastball. I'm going to say he's got some heat coming from the mound. And again, hard to tell how tall he is, and on their roster didn't have anything, just names. No numbers or nothing. It had 52 guys on the roster. But he's a big guy. All right, here's the next batter. Nye Estrada steps in. He looks at ball one. A little outside and probably a little high as well. On deck is Jack Byers, and in the hole, Jet Whitmire batting cleanup. Here's the pitch. Called strike one. Fastball outside edge. So 1-1 to count to Nye. They're playing pretty shallow in center field and right, but out left a little deeper. Here's a swing. Chopper to the second baseman. Catches it on the second hop. Throws to first. 4-3 to put out. Jacobson to Boffman. And that is out number 2 on the ground out. So that'll bring to the plate Jack Byers. Of course, Jack wears number 12 on his jersey, the third baseman today for the Bulldogs. On deck is number 16, left fielder Jet Whitmire, and in the hole, the DH, number 10, Aiden Huffman, as they try to get a 2-out rally going here. Here's the pitch from Reynolds. Called strike one. Their catcher, Luke Ryder, has been setting up on that outside edge, and boy, the pitcher's painting that corner. He's hit several of those for strike. Ryder this time sets up in the middle. It's a curveball, in tight, ball one. 1-1 now, the count. That was also a little bit high. Almost got Jack. He turned his shoulder in, and it just barely missed him. Here's the 1-1. Curveball. Hit well, but foul down the left side, and it bounces over the fence down there for a foul ball strike. So Byers now with a 1-2 count as they get a ball out to Reynolds. And again, he's working really fast. Their catcher gets the signal from the dugout. He's giving it to him, and then Reynolds goes back to work. And here it is, winding a pitch. Swung on. It's a ground ball to the right side. That's going to be a 2-out single for Jack as it goes by between the second baseman and the first baseman on a hard hit ground ball. So a 2-out single puts Jack down at first base, and bringing to the plate the cleanup batter, Jet Whitmire. Jet wearing number 16 on his jersey. Pitcher now from the stretch for the first time, Reynolds. He's got one of those deep, late, almost hangs down stretch. First pitch fouled off to the right side and out of play. Good swing there by Jet, just a little behind that fastball. This guy does have a fastball. And Reynolds does bend over at the waist with the ball in his right hand dangling from the stretch. Now he comes set, took a peek to the plate. Curveball. Actually, that just may have had some movement on it. I think it was a fastball. Ball one, as it was inside with a lot of movement. But he brought the heat. All right, he takes a peek out of the plate. Curveball. He was out in front of it, was Jet. Fouled it back toward the Bulldog side of the dugout over there. So foul ball two. He really took a lot off of that curveball, and Jet got way out in front of it. All right, Byers with a pretty good lead over first base. Here's the pitch. Swung on and got him on a fastball that was up in the zone a little bit. Swung through it. So the Bulldogs get a hit and leave one runner on base, but there were no errors and no runs scored. So as we head into the top of the second, it is 0-0. La Cueva Bears coming to the plate with Connor Boffman, Caden Nurhood on deck, and Braden Liker in the hole.
You are supportive. You are hardworking. You are determined. You are nurturing. You are New Mexican. So are we.
Presbyterian Medical Services, strengthening the fabric of our communities. What's up, Artesia? Andy and Jen here from Faith Kids, and we have some exciting news coming your way.
Yes, right here in Morris Field on March the 30th, we will be here for our annual extravaganza from 10 to 1. We're going to have hot dogs, snow cones, mini donuts, Wild West sodas, McAllister sweet tea.
We're also going to have 60,000 eggs for the kids to hunt, and then we'll have 20-plus jumpies. It's going to be so much fun for the whole family. It is a completely free event, so make sure to join us here at Morris Field, March 30th, 10 to 1.
You are supported. You are hardworking. You are determined. You are nurturing. You are New Mexican. So are we.
Presbyterian Medical Services, strengthening the fabric of our communities.
In my back showing I've got everything going. So it is now 1-1 as he fouled the first pitch off. And that was a ball inside high as Estrada working here, and I'm not sure what's going on with our stuff here, but I never showed going down. I got a text from Gene saying I wasn't there. Good. Oh, called it a ball. That curveball looked really good. Looked like it broke from the shoulder down and in for a strike, but I guess it was a little bit too high for the umpire. So 2-1 now the count to Norwood. Bombing down at first base after drawing that walk. He's off and running. Throw down is in time. If it would have been, it was down toward first base. Good job out there by Beauregard as he was going over to cover and he had to dive back to his left to catch it. So the ball just off there from Brandt. But he had him. He would have had him if it had been on the line. It was a good throw. It was hard, but it just sailed on him to the right. So the runner down at second base now, the leadoff walk on the steal. Here's the pitch. Strike called that time on the 3-1 count. Good curveball, broke in. So full count now with the runner down at second base as Estrada comes set. And the pitch, good fastball is fouled off to the right side. He was well behind that pitch, hit it almost into his dugout just above. So the foul ball strike brings up full count once again. Estrada brought a heater that time. Fuentes kind of cheating in behind the runner second, who was getting a pretty big lead and still is. All right, to the plate, curveball, it's a ground ball. Fuentes will come up on it. He's going to go to third. They got him dead to right. Nice play by Jet Fuentes as he grounded that. The runner took off even though it was right there. And so he gets the lead runner, tosses it over to Jack, and that is out. Number 1 on the fielder's choice. That's the way you go get them. They get that leadoff walk, and then you just cut him down after he stole the base. All right, first pitch called, strike 1 to the batter, and it's Braden Liker, the left fielder. 0-1 the count, 1 out. Runner down to first base is Caden Norwood, who got there via the fielder's choice throw over. Good job over there by Ricky Almendadas. That throw was down in the turf, and he short hopped it That would have put a runner at second easily, maybe even further. But he short hopped it, kept him there. That pitch down and away, ball one. So strike one, ball one to Liker. 1-1 the count. As Estrada took a look over again, Ursherwood setting up right in the middle. Pitch is down and away. Looked like a fastball that just got away. So ball two. 2-1 now the count. Well, that's what I have, 2-1 up on their board. They've got 1-1. I might not have it right. All right, here's the pitch. Curveball, strike. Nice pitch from Estrada as that broke from the inside half of the plate over to the outside half. Kind of like a 11-5 break. So up on the board, they do now have 2-2. There's a swing on a high fastball, fouled it straight back into the net. So the count remains 2-2. On deck is the number 8 hitter, second baseman Reed Jacobson, and in the hole the number 9 hitter catcher Luke Ryder for La Cueva. And for the Artesia Bulldog, well, I've already given you their defense. They've got a runner, Nerhood, down at first base that Estrada looked over at. Now he'll come set. 2-2 the count. Runner's off and running. It's a chopper, high chopper. And again, he tried to short hop it. Goes off his glove. Boy, that was a difficult play once again for Fuentes. Couldn't get to it in time to catch it in the air. And I'm just going to call that another infield single. So that puts runners at first and second. I mean, that ball probably went 40 feet up. It went straight down in front of the plate and then, well, to the left a little bit of the plate at right-handed batter, and it went way high in the air. Fuentes came charging in, and it hit right in front of him, short hopped off his glove. All right, now at the plate is another big guy, and he'll look at ball one. Batting from the left side is number 5, Reed Jacobson. Man, I didn't realize he was that big. He's the biggest kid that's come to the plate so far, and he's playing second base. Not a lot of times you see a 6'2" guy playing second. That ball bounced up there. Boy, good job by Brant Usherwood as he buried it there in the turf. Kept the runners where they're at. That was ball 2 to Jacobson. Looking back at second base. Now to the plate. That's outside, high, ball 3. So 3 straight now to Jacobson. On deck is the number 9 hitter Ryder, and then we're back to the top of the order. Number 7 center fielder Jackson Hicks is in the hole. 1 out. They got double play 2 or 3 different ways here with runners at first and second. Here's the ball. Just a little high. Walked him on 4 straight. That loads them up, which should bring the offense, at least on the corners, in. They'll probably play back a double play depth up the middle. That's going to bring the catcher, number 13, Luke Ryder, to the plate. Batting from the right side. He got a chance here to get some runs in for La Cueva as the bases are loaded. Byers and Armadadas playing up on the grass. They'll come home with it if it comes to them. Playing double play depth up the middle is Fuentes and Beauregard. Bases loaded up and started to go from the windup. Now back in the stretch is Estrada. Takes a look around. Now to the plate. High and away. Ball 1. So Nye's got to calm down here. He's thrown 5 straight that really weren't close. It wasn't like they were just missing. They were off, and that one was high and outside. Now he's back in the motion. Here's the pitch. Curveball that misses away. Ball 2. So the count now 2-0. Well, the wind is almost shifted around backwards, coming out of the south and west and blowing back into the field now. Here's the pitch. High. Ball 3. So that was real high. Usherwood had to come all the way out of his stance to catch it. It was down the middle. It was just high. So Nye's going to have to bear down right here. 3-0 and the base is loaded. Estrada from the windup. Here's the pitch. That was right down the middle. Called strike 1. So the defense has moved in even a little bit more. Although out in right field, Galindo, he's had 2 hot shots hit out there to him. He's still playing about normal. Here's the wind and the pitch. Curveball, chopper in the infield. It's another chopper going to get, oh, didn't get one. The throw was high. So the throwing error cost the Bulldogs a run and nobody out, and the bases remain loaded. So it's 1-0. So back to the top of the order, number 7, Jackson Hicks. He hit that first one on the nose out to right field. He batted from the left side. Galindo just had to move a couple of steps to catch it, but boy, he tattooed it. So he's got the bases loaded. Here's the pitch. Strike one called. Nice fastball on the outside half of the plate to the big lefty. He steps back in, still playing up on the corners, up middle play, double play depth up the middle. Shifted to the left side as a center fielder, Jesse Amendadas. Here's the pitch. Down the middle, but I guess a little bit low. Boy, that was close. 1-1 now the count. On deck is the third baseman, Garrick Pineda, and in the hole, shortstop Raymond Martinez. His Nye's working with the bases loaded from the windup. Another good job there by Usherwood. He had to shift, go out to his left, over into the right-hander batter's box and catch that ball as it dove away from him. But he did a good job. He buried it. Runners stay put. 2-1 the count. Nye back to ready to go to work from the motion and the pitch. Called strike 2. That was I couldn't tell if that was a changeup or a curveball. Took something off of it and it kind of dove down and into the batter. Called strike 2. 2-2 now the count. And the pitch. Another one of those. That was definitely a curveball. Started out in the middle of the plate, down into and the left-handed batter. He got a tip piece of it, so he kept alive, did Hicks. So got a ball back out there from the umpire, and Nystrada back in the wind-up position. Here's the wind of the pitch. Called strike 3, rung him up with a fastball on the outside edge. Batter did not like it. Hicks didn't like it. He stood there and didn't want to move, but he's walking away now. Out number 2. To the plate comes number 2. He got that infield hit earlier on the high chopper. We've had 2 of those now to Fuentes that he couldn't get off the short hop. So he's got it 1 for 1. Here's the wind and the pitch. Curveball hit hard to the second baseman. He picks it up, Beauregard. He got him at second, so the Bulldogs get out of a jam once again on the fielder's choice there as he picked it up and threw it to to the shortstop, Fuentes. And I got to finish what I'm doing here, but they do get, let's see, they got, well, I'll come back and tell you in just a minute. I'm going to get the break going here, and I'll be back as I'm trying to get my out recorded.
What's up, Artesia? Andy and Jen here from Faith Kids, and we have some exciting news coming your way.
Yes, right here in Morris Field on March the 30th, we will be here for our annual extravaganza from 10 to 1. We're going to have hot dogs, snow cones, mini donuts, Wild West sodas, McAllister sweet tea.
We're also going to have 60,000 eggs for the kids to hunt, and then we'll have 20-plus jumpies. It's going to be so much fun for the whole family. It is a completely free event, so make sure to join us here at Morris Field March 30th, 10 to 1.
Pressure Services LLC in Artesia has immediate openings for experienced vacuum truck, kill truck, and hydrovac operators. Operators must hold a Class A CDL or Class D CDL, at least 2 years of experience, and be at least 25 years of age. All positions require a clean driving record and must be able to pass a DOT drug and alcohol screen. Pressure Services offers great pay with IRA benefits and employer contributions toward health benefits. Please apply in person at 402 West Main in Artesia, inside the Aid Safety Facility. Equal Opportunity Employer.
Okay, they did get quick work there, plus it took too long. We've got our first batter here at the plate, Aiden Huffman, wears number 10. He's a DH, batting in the 5-hole, and he saw a called strike 1, and then he just fouled one off for strike 2. So down quickly, 0-2 is Aiden, as the pitcher Reynolds ready to go back to work. Here's the wind and the pitch. Swing and a miss on just a straight fastball down the pipe. Big cut from Aiden, but he come up empty. And so that is out number 1. It's 1-0 La Cueva. They're the visitors. Artesia, the home team here in the Rio Rancho tournament. They got one, but the boys in orange got out of that last inning with the bases loaded. Only 1 run they gave up. Here's the pitch to Ricky. Swing and the ground ball to the right side. Foul ball. A little behind that fastball. So the Bulldogs, seeing this pitcher for the first time. They should be able to speed up their swings. He got a good fastball. He throws a heater. And Ricky got the bat on it, but was down the line foul over there by Coach Artemijo in the first base coach's box. Here's the wind and the pitch from Reynolds. Strike 2, same spot, hit that outside edge with the fastball. So Ricky Almendares will step back in. The big right-hander for the Bulldogs playing first base. Here's the pitch, down low, ball 1. 1-2 now, the count. Lykar, Hicks, and Nerhood left to right. I'll give you the infield here in just a minute for the Bears. Here's the pitch from Reynolds. Swing and a miss. Coming up empty on another good. This looked like just a straight fastball, but out on the outside edge. So down quickly. 2 outs here are the Bulldogs, and that'll bring center fielder Jesse Almendares to the plate. Jesse bats from the right side as he steps in. Here's the wind of the pitch from Reynolds. Swung on. It's a ground ball up the middle, and that's going to be a 2-out single. We saw that in the bottom of the first as Byers did the same thing. He was the third batter in the lineup. He came up and got a 2-out single, and Jesse did the same thing. He hit it straight up the middle on a hard ground ball, got by the pitcher and out to center field. And that'll bring number 17, Frankie Galindo, to the plate. Frankie playing right field and batting in the 8-hole. Caden Beauregard on deck, and then we're back to the top of the order. Jet Fuentes throw over, not in time. Jet Fuentes in the hole for the Bulldogs as they try to get a 2-out rally going. The tying run on board now after that 2-out single by Almendares. Jesse gets his lead. Here's the pitch. Swung on. Good curveball. He's been throwing those heaters, and so Frankie comes up. First pitch he sees, the bottom drops out of it. He took a big cut at it, come up empty. It's 0-1 the count as Reynolds takes a look over from the stretch. Now set to the plate. Another curveball popped him up. And will that get out of play over the top of us? It will. And in fact, it got all the way out of the over the top of us. I thought it was going to hit the metal roof that I'm sitting under, but it didn't. All right, so 0-2 the count to Frankie as he steps back in with a tying run down at first. Almendares with a pretty good lead, but he swing and a miss on a fastball, blew it by him. He was late swinging, and that is out number 3. Bulldogs do get a hit, but no runs. There were no errors. There was 1 runner left on base. As we head into the top of the 3rd inning, it's La Cueva 1, Artesia 0. Top of the 3rd coming up with the 3, 4, 5 hitters coming. Martinez, Reynolds, and Bauman. We'll be back.
Artesia Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling, home-owned and operated for over 50 years, are here for all of your plumbing, heating, and cooling needs. Artesia Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling has the expertise to install residential, commercial, and industrial air conditioning units, including the conversion of evaporative coolers to refrigerated air systems. Cut cooling costs with high-efficiency Carrier units from Artesia Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling, your authorized Carrier dealer. Artesia Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling, a proud sponsor of Artesia Bulldogs and our community for over 50 years.
All right, we're back here at the ball field in Rio Rancho, New Mexico. Beautiful home facility for the Rams as the Bulldogs throw it down. We've got Frankie Galindo in right field, Jesse Almendares in center, and Jet Whitmire in left. Jack Byers at third, Jet Fuentes at short, Caden Beauregard playing second, and Ricky Almendares at first, with Brant Usherwood catching Nye Estrada. The number 3 hitter in the lineup, shortstop Raymond Martinez, is at the plate. He's 0 for 0. He got hit by a pitch his first time through, and here's the wind and the pitch. Start things off. It's outside, ball 1. 1-0 the count to Martinez. The number 4 hitter to the pitcher, number 8, Braden Reynolds on deck. And Connor Bauman, the first baseman in the hole. Here's the pitch. Nice curveball. Broke. Started out in the middle, broke over the outside edge. Like I said, like a 10 to 4, something like that, 11 to 3. Oh, that pitch high, right at chin high and inside, ball 2. 2-1 now the count. I'm trying to think in my head how a clock looks. I know, I should just know, right? 11 to 5. There it is. Popped up out to the right outfield. It's fading away from Jesse. He's going to go to it and make the play. Good job. He ran probably 75 feet. Coming in behind him was Galindo, so either one of them could have caught it, but center fielder calls him off, and that's out number 1 on the pop fly out to shallow right center field. That wind really was blowing it. The wind is shifting around here. It's kind of blowing out of the east again, north and east. But it's shifting out there on the flags. Here's the pitch, low and away, ball 1. The batter is Braden Reynolds. He is the pitcher. So he steps in on the right side. He's 0 for 1. He line drived out to the right fielder. He's going to hit it out there again. Galindo, that's going to be a base hit. Galindo did a fantastic job. Boy, he showed his speed there. So he had to go hard to his right, and he caught it on the first bounce and kept the runner at first base. That normally, somebody less speed than Galindo, that would have been to the wall, and maybe even, it would have been extra base for sure, maybe even a triple. As coming in to run will be number 16 for the pitcher, as he got a single out there to right center field. Bauman coming in to bat. The courtesy runner is number 16. That's Evan Lane for the Bears. Estrada comes set to the plate. Called strike 1. Caught the outside corner with that fastball. 0-1 the count. Bauman walked his last time on 4 straight, so he gets to see a strike to start things out here in the top of the 3rd inning. Going to throw it over, just a soft toss over there. And the pitcher is every bit of 6'3", maybe a little taller, because when he got out there to first base, he was just as tall, if not a little bit taller than Ricky over there at first base. Here's the pitch, swung on at the high fly ball out the deep right center, but going back and going to make the play. And actually wasn't nearly as deep as I thought. It's about midway back there, and Jesse Armendariz camps out underneath it and gets out number 2 on the pop fly. And the wind may have had something to do with that. It's kind of blowing in now again. It keeps shifting. But good play out there by Jesse as he faded over into right center field and made the play. So the runner held up, and now the throw over from Estrada to Armendariz in there safely was Lane, the courtesy runner. At the plate, Caden Norwood, he is 0 for 1. He hit into a fielder's choice his first time through. A snap throw over, not in time. Good swipe there by Ricky, but he was back easily. He's not getting that big a lead, but maybe the Bulldogs think they got, no, he gets a bigger lead now. He stretched it out there after 2 throws over. Here's the pitch, pop fly, right side. Gonna have to hurry to get to it, and boy, they're running hard, but they're not gonna get there. Jet, Ricky, and Frankie all collapsing over into foul territory, and getting close to it was Frankie, but Jet, I said Jet, it was Caden Beauregard. All 3 of them making a beeline trying to get to that, but couldn't get there. Pretty good, pretty wide, kind of like our Brainerd Park. Got a lot of foul territory here. So the foul ball strike makes it 0-1 with 2 outs and a runner at first. Snap throw over again. Again, a good swipe there by Ricky, but he was in safely. Also behind the plate, Usherwood was kind of setting up to make that throw, so I think they think he's going on the pitch. Yeah, he's getting up into a high stance. The ball bounces. He did a good job gloving it and keeping it right there, did Usherwood. That's ball 1. 1-1 now the count. Evan Lane is the runner down there. He's running for the pitcher. Reynolds. All right, so here is the pitch. Just a bit high. Ball 2. 2-1 now to Norwood. On deck is Lykar, and in the hole Jacobson for the Bears. Here's the pitch. Swung on. It's hit on a rope out to right center field. Can he get there? It's going to fall. And that's going to move the runner from first to third, and holding up at first is the runner. So a good swing of the bat there. Put it out in front of Jesse and Frankie out in right field. And the runner does go from first to third. So again, the Bulldogs see if they can get out of this jam. They got runners on the corners, but 2 outs. They got to play at second. They got to play at first, of course. Strikeout and a pop fly would get him out of it. Braden Lykar steps in. He is 1 for 1 with a single. He hit that high chopper, the second one of the ball game. That pitch high and in for ball 1. And I mean, it went 40 feet high, and Fuentes was charging up on it. Couldn't quite get there to catch it on that, and the short hop went off to the left of his glove. All right, runner getting him lead over first. Here's the pitch, down and away. Ball 2 to Lykar. On deck is the number 8 hitter, second baseman Reed Jacobson, and in the hole the catcher Luke Ryder. 8, 9 hitters respectively for the Bears. Estrada comes set and to the plate, right down the middle with the curveball. Strike one called. 2-1 now the count. I've been watching people all afternoon, and a lot of them are in shorts and t-shirts, and it's kind of chilly, that wind blowing. I think it's deceiving when you're out in the sun. You're like, well, it's not that bad. But get under here, it's cold. Snap throw to first. He was not that far off, so Ricky didn't even put a tag on. Braden Liker at the plate. The count is 2-1. We've got 2 outs. Do the Bulldogs as Estrada again from the stretch. Now he's set to the plate. Oh, it bounces away. Runner's going to come in. That's going to get all the way away from Usherwood over to the right side. That was a tough pitch. So on the wild pitch, both runners move up and have a runner coming in now on ball 3. So Lane scores on the wild pitch, and moving down to second base on the same wild pitch was Nerhood. So it's 2-0 now. The count at the plate, 3-1 with 2 outs. Runner at second. And Liker steps back in. Estrada comes set to the plate. Curveball called strike 3. Oh, that's only strike 2, sorry. Another good curveball there from Estrada. And I'm wondering, and I'll have to talk to guys that know a lot more than me, but that might be a splitter that's been diving on Estrada. Full count. Pitch swung on. Fouled over to the right side. Looked like another change of speed. Probably, I think it was a curveball. Broke away from the right-hander. Liker. He did get a into the bat on it. Banked it over to the right side. Foul. Estrada back set. Takes a look back at second. Now to the plate. Fastball down the middle. That's fouled off to the right side once again. So a full count here. Good at bat for Liker. He's now had, 3-7 pitches. 2 of which he's fouled off, and it's full count. See if Estrada can beat him in this. Good pitch is fouled. Oh, it's hit well out to right field, going back, and making the play on the run. Frankie Galindo, as he had to go hard to his left out there in right field, and he was about 10 foot shy, and he also had to angle backwards, but he made the play. Good run and catch on the line drive out there. But the Bears do some damage as they get another run across. They get 2 hits. There was 1 run scored, no Bulldog errors, and 1 runner left on base. It is now 2-0 as we head into the home half of the 3rd inning, with Caden Beauregard going to lead things off. Jet Fuentes on deck, and Nye Estrada in the hole.
In Psalm chapter 32 and verse 8, it says, I will instruct you and teach you in the way you should go. I will counsel you with my eye upon you. Of course, I there is God or God's word, and God's word is telling us, I want you to read me. I want you to know me, to understand me, to be able to follow me in all the things you do. Why? Because life is confusing. If you try to follow the advice of this world, you feel like you are running around in circles. What we need is not another self-help program or a self-help book, but what we need is wisdom that only comes from God. See, He promises us to instruct us that we surrender our lives over to Him. And so are you listening to the best instruction out there? Are you reading and studying and meditating on God's Word daily? Well, if you're not, come visit us at the Hermosa Church of Christ and let us teach you how to dig deep, go deep into the Word of God.
All right, we're back here, and Caden Beauregard at the plate. They do not waste any time. Take about 2 pitches and throw it down, and they're ready to go. Beauregard has fouled off the first 2 pitches he has seen from Reynolds, and here is the 0-2. Swing and a miss. A high heater got him to chase a little bit and just got it by him. Strikeout swinging is out number 1. It was a big, good cut for Caden, but he come up empty. So that'll bring us to the top of the order. Shortstop, number 4, Jet Fuentes, will step in. He struck out swinging his first time through, and right back to work as Reynolds. No time wasted. Curveball just missed the inside. Ball 1. On deck is the pitcher, number 2, Nye Estrada, and in the hole, the third baseman, number 12, Jack Byers. As Reynolds goes back to work, that pitch down and away, just missed down and away. It's 2-0. Boy, looked pretty good, but he called it a ball, so I think just a little bit low. 2-0 to Jet. The pitch, curveball high, and inside for ball 3. So good eye here from Fuentes as he steps back in. 3-0 the count. See if he has a green light or a red light. That's right down the middle, called strike 1. So obviously a red light there for Jet, which makes sense. Make him throw a strike. Fuentes steps back in. Here's the pitch from Reynolds. Again, right down the middle. It's a chopper to the right side. Takes a big hop. He's going to catch it and throw it down there to the first baseman, and he got him. Good play by Reynolds. As he come off the mound, went over to the right side, right as Jet ran by him, he caught it up in the air on the high chopper, turned and threw it to the inside, which is where he wanted to throw it, of the running Jet Fuentes, and the first baseman stretched out and caught it. So the ground out is out number 2. That'll bring Nye to the plate. He'll look at ball 1, low and away. So the 1-3 was out number 2, and now Estrada with ball 1 steps back in on the right side. Back to work quickly is Reynolds. Curveball, it's a chopper to the left side. That will be about a foot foul down the line as the third baseman goes over and fields it, but in foul territory. 2-0, the Bears over the Bulldogs here in the bottom of the 3rd inning with 2 outs. And Estrada steps back in. Byers on deck and Whitmire in the hole. Braden Reynolds, the pitcher, with the pitch. Just blew it by him. And that is strike 2. As that was just a heater and big cut there for Estrada. But again, coming up empty, the Bulldogs trying to get down his speed. Here's the pitch, swing and a miss, and that time looked like a curveball, change of speed. He was out in front of it, struck out swinging, so the Bulldogs go down in order, 1, 2, 3. No hits, no runs, no errors, and nobody left on base. We'll go into the top of the 4th inning with the score 2-0 in favor of the La Cueva Bears. Coming to the bat is Reed Jacobson, number 8 hitter, Luke Ryder, number 9, and Jackson Hicks. Top of the order.
Cisco Equipment in Artesia is your local dealership for construction equipment, both for rental and purchase. We have a full service department and parts department to provide the equipment, parts, and service you rely on.
With brands like Linkbelt, Hyundai, JCB, XCMG, and more, we want to be your primary choice for all of your equipment, sales, rentals, service, and parts. If you're looking for a specific part, come see us first.
Cisco Equipment carries a solid line of new and used equipment for rent and for sale, including excavators, loaders, telehandlers, backhoes, skid steers, and more. We proudly serve southeastern New Mexico, and we offer multiple locations in Texas, so that no matter where your job is, we're here to help you get the job done.
Stop in and see us today at 1706 South 1st Street, or give us a call at 575-748-1314.
We look forward to earning your business. Cisco Equipment in Artesia, a proud supporter of your Artesia Bulldogs.
Stephen, you've been drinking. Give me your keys.
Hand over the keys. It's the right choice. Never drink, then drive.
This message from the Eddy County DWI program.
Bulldogs finishing the throw around and getting it back to Estrada. I'll give glove bumps, and to the plate comes number 5, Reed Jacobson. He walked his first time through on 4 straight, batting from the left side. Bulldogs defense ready to go, kind of shifted to the right side. Well, everybody on the right side has shifted a little bit that way. Here's the pitch. Fastball high and away, ball 1 to the lefty. On deck is the catcher, Luke Ryder, and then we're back to the top of the order, the center fielder, Jackson Hicks, in the hole for the Bears. Here's the wind and the pitch from Estrada. That one down low, ball 2. Whitmire, Almendares, and Galindo left to right. Byers, Fuentes, Beauregard, and Almendares from 3rd to 1st. Usherwood, the catcher, and Estrada on the bump, and that pitch misses outside. So 3 straight here to Reed Jacobson. He saw this while ago. He walked on 4 pitches, so he's got 3 balls and no strikes as Estrada gets back ready to go. Here's the wind and the pitch. That's called strike 1. It caught the outside corner. Jacobson was already ready to toss his bat, but the umpire turned him around as he said strike. Caught the outside edge to the lefty. Here's the pitch. Down and in. He's going to stroke it. Left center field. Almendares going to have to run a long ways because he had cheated, but he goes and cuts it off. He had cheated over to the right side. He cuts it off and keeps him to a single. So the leadoff single up the middle to the left for Jacobson. And that'll bring Luke Ryder to the plate. He is the catcher for the Bears. He reached on an error. His first at bat, he's 0 for 1. Jacobson gets not a real big lead over first. Estrada comes set to the plate. He squares the bunt. Strike one as he pulled it back. Good curveball there. That one more was 11-5. Maybe a little more 12-6. Good break in it. And that's strike one. Estrada again comes set and to the plate. That again squares the bunt. He put it out there to bunt. Unable to find it. Strike two as he just missed getting the bunt down. He's trying to bunt it down the first baseline and just missed it. Just missed the ball. It was a high heater and couldn't get the bat on it. All right, so 0-2 now to Ryder as Estrada comes set, takes a peek, now to the plate. Curveball, he hits it to the first baseman. Armendariz fields it, throws it to second in time. Good play by the Bulldogs. Ricky Armendariz backhands the ball down the line, steps on first base, throws it, and Fuentes with the tag. Nice double play ball. So 1-6 on the double play. At the plate is another lefty, Jackson Hicks. He's going to bunt it down the third base side and letting it roll foul is Jack Byers. He wasn't going to get him. That was a good job by Byers. Let that thing just keep rolling, and it did, and it rolls foul. I'm trying to find my double play ball on here. Seems like I have one. So Hicks steps back in on the left side. He's got an 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Tries to bunt it again. He does. It goes right back to the pitcher, picking it up and going to first base for the easy 1-3 was Estrada Armendariz. The Bulldogs get them one hit, no runs, nobody left on base, and no errors. So it remains 2-0 as we head into the bottom of the fourth.
To be a champion, each team member must do their part to help the team win. That is true in business too. Ed Safety and Services LLC want to do their part to help your business win. They specialize in several field services: sandblasting, coating steamers, pressure washing, repairs, and cleanouts. Ed Safety also offers drug and alcohol screening and on-site services and safety trainings to make you better. Ed Safety and Services LLC, 575-736-1047. Proud supporter of the Artesia Bulldogs.
H&R Block of Artesia is proud to be a member of the community and a sponsor of Artesia Bulldog Sports. At H&R Block, tax time is all the time. They offer year-round assistance for personal or business needs. From simple tax questions to bookkeeping, payroll services, and more. You can trust the team at H&R Block to be there when you need them most. Stop by 502 West Texas Suite A in Artesia or call 746-3456 to schedule an appointment. H&R Block, proud to support Bulldog Sports. Se habla español.
All right, back here at the plate is, for the Bulldogs, is the number 3 hitter, Jack Byers. He looks at called strike one. And the pitch swung on. Pop fly to the right side. First baseman over in foul territory. Looks like he's got room, and he will make the play for out number 1 on the pop fly just over to the left of and back of first base in foul territory. So that'll bring Jet Whitmire to the plate with 1 out. Jet struck out his first time through, struck out swinging. Bulldogs down 2-0 here. If you're just joining us, we're in the bottom of the 4th inning against the number 1 ranked Bears. That's a good pop bunt, and it's going to go foul. I said pop bunt. It went straight down and took a high chopper bounce on the left side and then hit in foul territory. The catcher had come up to get it. Third baseman was charging as well, but it's just a foul ball as Whitmire was hustling down the line. Bulldogs got a lot of speed in their lineup, and Whitmire is no different. Lots of speed, batting in the 4-hole. Struck out swinging his first time, steps back in with a foul ball strike. That's a foul ball straight into the metal building here. You probably heard that. It didn't come straight, it was off to the right. And boy, it hit one of the main beams, I think, for a foul ball strike 2. Here's the wind in the pitch from Reynolds. Curveball. That's going to be a seeing eye single for Jet. As he'll go into first base with a 1-out single. Nice piece of hitting there. right between the shortstop and the third baseman. No chance for either one of those guys to get it. So to the plate comes a DH batting in the 5-hole, number 10, Aiden Huffman. He is 0 for 1. He struck out swinging his first time as well. Here's the pitch, swing and a miss. Another good fastball, a little behind it. Strike one on Aiden. Whitmire got a pretty good lead over there, but Reynolds just working quick. He's in that stretch, been over at the waist. Now he'll come set, take a peek, out of the plate, swung on, foul ball off to the right side. First baseman gives chase, but that will get out of play. Off to the right for a foul ball, strike two. So Huffman down 0-2. He'll need to shorten up here. He represents the tying run at the plate. Whitmire down at first. So if they can get these two guys to circle the bags, it'll be tied up. It's 2-0 right now in the bottom of the fourth, with the Bears leading the Bulldogs. On deck is Ricky Amendatis, and in the hole, Jesse Amendatis. Jet with not a real big lead, but he started to step it out there a little bit. Reynolds from that stretch. He'll come set. Peek. Now Whitmire's off and running. Swing and a miss. Throw down is, it hits Jet. It was the same what happened a while ago to Huffman. It was down the first baseline, and the shortstop was coming to get it. And the ball was, it hit Jet as he slid into second base. And the La Cueva coach coming out to talk. I think he's saying that that swinging strike caused the problem, as Huffman tried to hit it, but he come up missing it. And on the swing safely into second was Whitmire. And the La Cueva coach is going to lose that argument. And he looked like he was saying that Huffman stayed in the way of the catcher. I think the ball just held on him like it did on Huffman earlier. As Whitmire, big lead at second, the second baseman started kind of peeking in. Here's the pitch to Ricky. Called strike one on the outside edge. Amendatis struck out swinging his first time through. We've seen a lot of that the first time through, but Ricky steps back in, and the pitch. Swung on. That's going to be a single to the right side. One run's going to score. He's coming around to score. They're going to make a play at the plate, but he's in safely. Whitmire with his speed dove head first. Ball was high. I don't think he'd have got him anyway, so an RBI single for Ricky Amendatis as he hit it by the stretched out dive of the second baseman, and coming all the way in to score from second base was Whitmire. And now a courtesy runner coming in, well, I guess a pinch runner coming in for Ricky, because he's playing first base. So coming in to run for Ricky, a pinch runner, will be, I'm going to have to look at the lineup, I guess. I think it was number 18, but I don't have that on my lineup. Here's the pitch. Call ball one to Jesse Amendatis. And I'm going to look and see who, I thought it was number 18 jogging out there. David Hammond. That's who's on this roster, and he's not on my roster. So David out there to run for the Bulldogs. I'll have to get him into the lineup. All right, so 2-1, 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Swung on, pop fly to right field. Tailing away from the right fielder. He's going to have to hurry to get to it, and he does. Nice play out there by the right fielder. But the Bulldogs get some damage done as they get a run across the board. I got to get my stuff put in here, and I better hurry up because they come out quickly. Well, the Bulldogs are coming out. They're not nearly as quick. So we get 2 hits. There was 1 run scored, no errors, and 1 runner left on base. It is 2-1 as we head into the top of the 5th. La Cueva leading the Artesia Bulldogs.
Innovation, service, integrity, and knowledge. J.S. Ward and Son Insurance Agency. Auto and home, life and health, personal and commercial. Bonds too, since 1925. We have the coverage for you. Innovation, service, integrity, and knowledge. J.S. Ward and Son Insurance Agency.
To plant or not to plant? That is the question. Hi, this is Jim Gill from Roswell Seed Company. Our tomato plants and pepper plants are ready to go. If you plant them now, you might have homegrown tomatoes and peppers before anyone else, or the frost might kill them. As Clint Eastwood would say, do you feel lucky? You'll either be the smartest gardener in the county, or you'll get to replant them all over again. I say go for it. You'll get more practice and we'll get more business. This is Jim Gill from Roswell Seed Company, and I apologize to William Shakespeare.
All right, am I back? I don't know. That's ball 4. Gene, if you can hear me, everything is showing here that I'm good. I don't know why it's not. It never showed going down, but we're back, he said. So, runner is on, the leadoff runner on a walk after going 3-2. Raymond Martinez at the plate. First pitch, strike 1, fastball down the pipe from Estrada. Martinez is 0 for 1. He was hit by a pitch and he flew out. Snap throw over. Just kind of a toss over there, reminding him that he knows he's over there from Estrada to Ricky. So the 0-1 coming up here as he's from the stretch, now set. Usherwood ready to go. Strike 2. Good pitch. Inside edge. Yeah, it is one of the great mysteries of life. Gene texted me. They set him off here and I look and everything's bouncing properly. There's a swing. It goes to the right side, shallow, and going out. And coming in and making the play is Frankie Galindo. Going out was Beauregard. And right at the last minute, Galindo called him off. They crossed paths as Beauregard gave way to his left and Frankie caught it. And so good communication out there between Caden and Frankie, or at least it looked like it from here, as the catch was made by the guy coming in, and that's usually the easier catch to make. And so good job out there. Strike 1 called to the next batter on a good pitch. Looked like a curve. Braden Reynolds at the plate. He's 1 for 2 with a line drive out to Galindo, and a single was to the left of Galindo in right center field. The pitch, curveball, it's hit that way again. Ground ball through the CNI single down to one knee and bringing it in as Frankie Galindo fielded that perfectly out there. Kept the runner at second base on the 2-out single, or is it just 1 out? Yep, just 1 out single. Seeing eye single to the right side. So now runners at first and second, and Connor Bauman coming to the plate. Bauman is 0 for 1 with a walk and a fly out to Jesse Almendares in center field. Nye comes set, takes a look back at second, now to the plate. Strike down the middle, to pop fly to the right side, and going back into the green and catching it is Caden Beauregard. He called everybody off, and that was the right call. It was pretty shallow. He got out there pretty easily, camped out under it, made the play, did Caden, and that is out number 2 on the shallow right field pop fly. Everybody stayed where they were at, so runners at first and second now for Caden Nerhood, who steps in. He is 1 for 2 with a single. Curveball called strike 1. Boy, what a beautiful pitch there from Estrada. Kind of buckled his knees a little bit. 0-1 the count, 2 down, runners at first and second. As Estrada comes set to the plate, swung on. That's going to be hit well into right center field. Cutting it off is Galindo. He's going to fire it. It's going to be cut off and going to second base. They don't have anybody to chase him down. And now coming home with it. Now they got the chase down between third and home. The Bulldogs do. There was nobody at first base as Byers tosses it to Estrada. Estrada chasing him back to the plate, and he'll tag him out, and that'll be out number 3. But a run did come across on the single as the Bulldogs did a good job cutting that off and going to second, and then the runner was coming home, and they fired home and get the runner out in a rundown. Now Estrada chases him down, but a run does come across. It is now 3-1. And let's see here. He is out at third on the tag out. All right. So they do, let's see here. They get 2 hits, 1 run, no errors, and 1 runner left on base. We'll be right.
Smile Expressions in Artesia encourages you to treat your teeth to a spring cleaning. You'll have healthier teeth and gums, fresher breath, and brighter teeth. Plus, you'll be reducing risk for dental problems and improving your overall health. To schedule your dental spring cleaning, call Smile Expressions 575-746-1900 or request an appointment from our website, artesiadentist.com. Quality dental care, hometown comfort. That's Smile Expressions in Artesia.
Hello folks, Martin here from PRMI in Artesia, your hometown lender. Have you been on the fence lately about purchasing or refinancing a home? I know it's a big decision, and the interest rates are playing a huge part in that. I'm here to let you know I understand your concern and would like to talk to you about your options. There are financing products available that may suit your budget, and I'm the person to talk to. I offer a personal service, fast approval process, and a knowledgeable support staff. So call me at 575-749-6278 and let's discuss your options.
PRMI NMLS 3094 is an equal housing lender.
All right, we're back, and Frankie Galindo was our leadoff batter. We were out again on our internet, don't know why, but nonetheless, we're back here at the plate. Is Caden Beauregard, and he squared around to bunt and pulled it back on a ball 1 outside. Caden struck out his first time through, and we have 1 out here as we're in the. That pitch too high, ball 2. So here's the pitch. Chopper to the third baseman. He'll catch it on the high bounce. Go across in time, 5-3 the put out. And that'll bring us back to the top of the order as Jet Fuentes will come to the plate. So the high chopper down the third base line is caught and thrown across. 5-3 the put out, and Jet Fuentes will step in. He's 0 for 2. He struck out swinging his first time and grounded out to the right side his second time. Here's the pitch, swung on. Chopper to the third base. He catches it in foul territory, goes across in time, and so the Bulldogs are retired in order. Another ground out to the third baseman. Nathan made a nice play as he caught it high over there by the bag, fires it across. 5-3 for out number 3. Bulldogs go down in order, and we head into the top of the, I've got the top of the 6th inning. I'm looking up at their board, and they got it wrong up there. We'll be back after this timeout. It's 3-1 La Cueva over Artesia.
Hey Artesia Bulldog fans, are you ready to unleash the spirit of victory this season? Tate Branch Auto Group is proud to stand alongside the Bulldogs as they charge onto the field, court, and track. Just like our commitment to delivering top-notch vehicles and service, your dedication and passion for the Bulldogs inspire us every day. Visit Tate Branch Auto Group today, either in person or online, because when it comes to supporting the Bulldogs, we're all in. Tate Branch Auto Group, revving up the Bulldog pride. Go Bulldogs!
When you make the right decision, it feels good, like picking the perfect accent rug or choosing a good night's sleep over an all-night crime show binge. It feels really good to make the right insurance decision, too. That's why State Farm agent Sandy Stockton is right here in Artesia to help you select the right protection at the right price. Sandy will make sure you understand your State Farm coverages so you'll know what to expect if the unexpected happens. With State Farm agent Sandy Stockton, it's easy to make the right choice. Just call her. When you want the real deal, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Plate for the Bears here to start things off in the top of the sixth is Braden Likert, number 7 hitter in the lineup. His first pitch right down the middle, called strike one from Nye Estrada. By the way, that was the 85th pitch for Nye. He's thrown 50 for strikes and 35 for balls. Liker is 1 for 2 with a single. Pitch dove down for ball 1 and 2 now the count. That play a while ago was a good play. It was a great hit out into right center field. Galindo chased it down, cut it off, and I'm going to give you the rest of it again here in a minute. That pitch down and away, ball 2. I mean, that speed of him, a lot of times that might get to the fence and it would have been at least 2 runs, but instead it cuts it off, throws it to home, but it's cut off by Estrada, who goes to second. That pitch just missed down and away, ball 3, 3-1 to Likert. The run from third obviously scored, but where the Bulldogs did good was their way they handled it coming in from the outfield, as they ended up getting the runner at third base, and there's a strike called on a nice curveball, broke from his shoulder down and across the plate. So a full count now to Likert. Anyhow, they ended up getting the run down from the runner that was coming in from third. Swung on, hit right to third baseman. Oh, Byers booted it. E5. So the runner gets on base on the error. Just hard hit, but bounced up into his glove and kind of bounced through his glove. So that'll bring to the plate Reed Jacobson batting from the left side. He's the number 8 hitter in the order. He's 1 for 1 with a walk and a single. Singled out to right center. He squares around a bunt. He fouls it into his own foot and then backwards for a foul ball, strike 1. So La Cueva playing some small ball here, as the Bulldog defense has been pretty solid, and the pitching from Estrada's been good too. They've had a double play. They've had two double plays actually, and neither one of them standard. Snap throw over, boy, just almost there. And boy, I didn't realize we had a change. Ricky Almendares is, when he got courtesy or pinch run for, Dalen Pacheco is now down at first base for the Bulldogs. All right, so 0-1 the count. Nobody out, runner at first base. Another throw over, not in time. So the Bulldogs have had a couple of different double plays, and then also just good defense getting the runner at home in a rundown. That pitch down and in. Skipped away from Usherwood to his right, but he gathers it up quickly. Runner stays put. So ball 1. 1-1 now the count to Jacobson. On deck is the number 9 hitter, catcher Luke Ryder, and then back to the top of the order, the center fielder Jackson Hicks is in the hole as Estrada comes set to the plate. Goff swung it. That's a deep shot. That's over the head. 2 hops into the wall. That's going to be at least 1 run. Going to third base on the triple throw, not in time. And so Jacobson, the lefty, ropes it out to center field. And I mean, it was a line drive shot. Almendares was immediately on his horse chasing it, but he could not get to it. And so the triple scores the run. And the score now, the lead 4-1 in favor of the Bears, with Luke Ryder coming to the plate. And now a timeout taken. Coach Ortiz is going to come out and talk. He's got a guy in the bullpen, and I don't know if he's calling him in right now or not, but going to walk out and talk to Usherwood and Estrada. Runner at third base, and 4-1 in favor of the Bears, as Coach Ortiz talking to Nye. And it looks like we are going to have a change. Well, I said that. He's bringing in the He's talking to him. So Caden Beauregard maybe is going to pitch. I'm not sure. Well, no, he's bringing in somebody from... Okay, so coming out of the bullpen is going to be number 1, Diego Morales. Going to shortstop will be Nye Estrada. And going to second base will be Jet Fuentes. That's what it was. So there's our defensive changes. And so we'll go ahead and let Morales warm up. We'll take a break. 4-1, runner at third. We're in the top of the 6th. La Cueva Bears leading, and nobody out.
Mac Energy Company is working to develop today's energy with tomorrow's technology. Technological advances in recent years have presented new possibilities for exploration. We strive to utilize these advances and stay abreast of innovative technology to ensure that our company is a forerunner in the quest for energy for many years to come. But more importantly, Mac Energy Corporation is committed to being an advocate of the communities around us. We invest in community initiatives that focus on youth, education, and innovative projects that address local issues. To learn more about Mac Energy, our affiliates, and our commitment to our youth and communities, visit us at mec.com.
Okay, so the change is made. We have Jack Byers at third. That's where he was. Nye Estrada goes from the mound to short. Jet Fuentes goes from short to second. Dalen Pacheco had come in. He's at first. He came in when Ricky was pinch run for. Out in the outfield remains the same. Jet Whitmire in left, Jesse Armendaris in center, and Frankie Galindo in right. And the catcher remains Brant Usherwood as Diego Morales has come in from the bullpen. He's thrown some warm-up pitches. Looks like he's had enough, as the head umpire asked him, and he said yes. So we're ready to go here. Is number 13 coming to the plate, Luke Ryder, with a runner at third and nobody out after that triple by Jacobson. He just hit a line drive out the center field and straight into the wind. That thing just got out there in a hurry with Armendaris on the run. Here's the first pitch, swung on, it's hit right to third. Oh, and it goes off his glove again. Byers just went off his glove, went to his left. It was hard hit, but I think probably should have made the play, so we'll call it as an error, as runner will come across on the error. And runner at first base. Still nobody out, and we're back to the top of the order. The score now 5-1 in favor of the Bears. And Hicks steps in. He's 0 for 3. Line drive out, struck out. And runner's off and going, and that was a good pitch here. Swing and a miss. That was a hit and run. Kind of skipped away from Usherwood off to his left. And so the runner will get down there, but it is a swinging strike. So safe at second on the stolen bases, Ryder, and Jackson Hicks steps back in. Well, now he's going to walk across and talk to his coach, as Usherwood had went out and said something to Morales, the new pitcher for the Bulldogs. All right, stepping back in is Hicks, the leadoff batter, center fielder, and Morales from the stretch. Long look into Usherwood. Now he says yes. Now time taken by Hicks. So we'll redo it as Morales stepped off the mound, waiting. Coach came in and said something to Hicks from the third baseline, the head coach. I think it's the head coach for the Bears. All right, so Morales from the stretch, take a look back now to the plate. Outside, ball one on a fastball, missed away. 1-1 to count. One of the things that I always crack up at baseball games is all the dads. They can't sit. They're standing all, I guess they're all dads. I'm sure they are. Standing around, both for Artesia and La Cueva. That pitch misses away from the lefty. Ball 2-1 now. I never did do that when my boys were playing. I always, well, when they were playing Little League, I was their coach, but we played high school. My oldest, I didn't set that ball way outside. Got away from Diego. 3-1 now the count. That was high and way outside. Good job by Brandt. He kind of leapt out of his stance and caught it. It was outside the right-hander's batter's box is how far away it was. But he caught it. All right, Morales again set to the plate. and again outside. Again, he had to go way out to the left. So the ball is ball 4, and that put runners at first and second. Still nobody out. 5-1 in favor of the Bears. As coming to the plate will be Garrick Panetta. He is 1 for 2, has a singles, hit into a fielder's choice and walked. He has runners at first and second. Morales to the plate. He squares around to bunt. He foul tipped it on a high pitch for foul tip, strike 1. So again, La Cueva playing some small ball here, just trying to move runners around, but they broke it open here with 2 runs. They had 1 in the second, 1 in the third, 1 in the fourth. Bulldogs got 1 in the bottom of the fourth. It was 3-1. They both went scoreless in the fifth, and now here in the sixth, 2 runs have crossed, nobody out, and runners at first and second for the Bears. Morales to the plate. Swung on, pop fly in the infield. Well, where is it? Find it. Oh, Brandt found it, and he caught it. Boy, he was just in the right-handed batter's box. He didn't flip his helmet off. He just stood up and stood there and caught it. And with this wind blowing, that was not easy for Usherwood, but he made the catch in foul territory. Well, he was in the batter's box, actually. So they get it out. Runners stay put at first and second. And now at the plate is Raymond Martinez. First pitch he sees in for ball 1. Inside to the right-hander. He's been hit by a pitch, and he's flown out twice. He's 0 for 2. 1 out, runners at first and second. Morales taking a long time before he says yes, and then he stepped off, so I guess he didn't actually say yes. He didn't want the pitch. Stepped off on his own accord. Now he's got the pitch Usherwood gave him. Comes set, and to the plate. Swung on. It's a ground ball to shortstop. Estrada will scoop it, and the turn is not in time. Good effort there by the middle, but they get the fielder's choice at second base. And so the fielder's choice, it was just slow enough, didn't have time there to get him at first base. And that'll bring number 8, Braden Reynolds, to the plate with runners on the corners. Reynolds is 2 for 3, line drived out to Glendo, and then he hit 2 other line drives for singles out to right field. The right-hander steps in. Here's the pitch from Morales. Swung on. Boy, he hammered it, but foul down the left side. Went out of over the fence over there on the left side for foul ball, strike 1. He's gone to the right side his first 3 at-bats, 2 of which were line drive singles. Runners on the corners. Morales peeking over to first. Now he turns and looks before he comes set. Usherwood sets up in the middle. Here's the pitch. Bounced it up there for ball 1. 1-1 now the count. 5-1 the score. We're in the top of the 6th inning. Bulldogs are the home team. And 2 outs here with runners on the corners. Morales trying to get out of this inning. Throw over to first base. Not in time, as Pacheco put the tag down. Dalen had come in for Ricky after Ricky got that 2-out single RBI. Dalen did come in, but we had a courtesy runner come in. It was David Hammond. That pitch misses away, ball 2. Hammond did come in to run after Ricky drove in the sole run for the Bulldogs. And so Dalen came out to play first base. All right, Diego set. Now to the plate, curveball, got him. He went. Yeah, he went. Home plate umpire pointed out to the official in the field who's out in a place he can't call it. I mean, he called it, but so strike called on the check swing that wasn't a check. The umpire in the field is playing out. He's out to the kind of in front of the shortstop. There's a pitch swung on. That's a ground ball single through the right side, through the left side. Sorry, Whitmire gets it, throws it in. Runner comes across to score from third, and the runner holds up at second. So that'll bring Connor Bauman to the plate. He is 0 for 2. He's walked and flew out twice. One to Beauregard out in shallow right, and the other one out to Jesse Amendaris out in center. He has runners at first and second, 2 down. 6-1 is our score now. The Bears leading the Bulldogs, and Bauman steps in on the right side to face Morales for the first time. Here's the pitch. Oh, above his head, he had to duck. Ball one. That would have hit him in the head if he hadn't ducked. No 1-0 the count. On this breezy, you can hear it. I can hear it in my ears anyways. Here's the pitch swung on. Fly ball out to right field. That's going to get foul. It hits the fence over there. Giving chase was Galindo. It bounces back into fair territory. So Frankie will go get it, gather it up, and throw it back in. Everybody will reset. Runners go back to second and first. And Ballman comes back to the plate on the foul ball strike. One the count. Martinez at second, Reynolds at first for the Bears. Ballman at the plate. Diego double takes back to second base, now to the plate. And that bounces on the outside. Great job by Usherwood because the runner started to go and then he realized Brandt had knocked it down and had the ball right in his fingertips, and he went hustling back to second base. So good job there by Usherwood. 2-1 the count. Diego comes set, double check, triple checks, now to the plate. Right down the middle, it's a chopper right to Jack Byers. He'll field it, step on third base, and that is out number 3. But again, some damage done here as the Bulldogs give up those runs. So there was 3 runs, 2 hits, and 2 Bulldog errors. 2 runners left on base. We'll be back. 6-1, La Cueva, bottom of the 6th.
Mac Energy Company is working to develop today's energy with tomorrow's technology. Technological advances in recent years have presented new possibilities for exploration. We strive to utilize these advances and stay abreast of innovative technology to ensure that our company is a forerunner in the quest for energy for many years to come. But more importantly, Mac Energy Corporation is committed to being an advocate of the communities around us. We invest in community initiatives that focus on youth, education, and innovative projects that address local issues. To learn more about Mac Energy, our affiliates, and our commitment to our youth and communities, visit us at mec.com.
Spring into the season with a great rate at Artesia Credit Union. With their share certificate special, get an unbelievable 5.50% APR with a 12-month term on any new deposit $5,000 and over. It's easy to watch your money grow when you plant it at Artesia Credit Union. And with a rate as high as 5.50%, you can watch it grow like never before. This high rate on a 12-month term is for new deposits only with a minimum of $5,000. Learn how to spring into savings at Artesia Credit Union, 210 North 5th Street in Artesia. Member NCUA.
All right, first batter, Nia Estrada. The first pitch he sees, he hits it hard, but right at the third baseman, Pineda. Picks it up, fires it across to Bauman, and that is out number 1 for the Bulldogs here in the bottom of the 6th inning. And that'll bring Jack Byers to the plate. He steps in on the right side. First pitch, curveball, ball 1 on the inside. Byers is 1 for 2, singled and a flyout. That pitch just missed down and in, ball 2. On deck for the Bulldogs is Whitmire, and in the hole, Huffman. As they've got some runs to scratch back here in the bottom of the 6th, it's 6-1 in favor of the Bears. That curveball broke and caught the inside corner, called strike 1 to Jack. Here's the pitch, down and away, ball 3, good eye there. Three-one pitch. Swinging and a miss. Good fastball on the outside edge, and just coming up empty was Byers. So that takes it to full count. 6-1, the Bears lead. 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th. Byers at the plate, number 3 hitter in the lineup. And he's got a full count. Here's the pitch from Reynolds, who's gone the whole way. Swung on. It's a ground ball third baseman. Oh, and it gets through him. There's an E5 as it went right through his glove. So Byers will reach on the error. So Whitmire will step in. He's 1 for 2 with a single. As Reynolds comes set from the stretch, Byers with a pretty good lead over first. Here to the plate, swung on. It's a hard ground ball to shortstop. He'll scoop it to the first baseman, throw it to the second baseman, and there's the double play. 6-4-3, and they get out of the inning with that play. And so the Bulldogs do get a hit. Nope, they do not get a hit. No runs, no error. There was 1 error, and nobody left on base as we head into the top of the 7th inning. 6-1 in favor of
Artesia High School Bulldogs Sports is made possible thanks to Buckhorn Production, LLC. Founded in 2021, Buckhorn Production, LLC operates over 200 wells in the Permian Basin. Like the Artesia Bulldogs, Buckhorn Production, LLC strives for excellence in all of our operations. We encourage all of our employees to be great members of our community and encourage you to join them in supporting all of our athletes, students, teachers, and administrators. Buckhorn Production, LLC, proud to support the Artesia Bulldogs.
Home healthcare is healthcare in the comfort of your own home when you cannot care for yourself. Home care services can help someone who has chronic health issues, medical setbacks, or health impairments. J&J has the best skilled nurses and therapists for any of your special needs. So why pick a stranger to care for those you love when you can pick your beloved neighbor with over 25 years of experience? J&J Home Care is here for all your home care needs. Call us now at 575-746-2892 or visit us at www.jjhc.org.
Okay, we're back here as the Bulldogs down 6-1 going into the top of the 7th inning. Bulldogs, of course, home team, so they got another at bat. Need to get a 3-up, 3 down here is what the Bulldogs need to do. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss on a high heater. Good pitch there by Morales. He brought the heat to Caden Nerhood and just blew it by him. He swung at it, but tied him up. Swung and a miss. Here's the pitch. There's a swing and a foul ball off to the right side for strike 2 on Nerhood. He is the 6th batter in the lineup. On deck is Braden Liker, and in the hole, Reed Jacobson. For the Bulldogs, Whitmire's out in left, Armendariz in center, and Galindo in right. Byers, Estrada, Fuentes, and Pacheco third to first. Brent Usherwood is the catcher, and Diego Morales now on the hill after coming in for Estrada an inning and a half ago. There's a swing and another foul ball off to the out of play on the right side. So the count remains 0-2. And they're bringing the ball in again as they're going to, normally it came back into play. It hit the, they do bring it in from out there. Here's the pitch, bounces it outside, ball 1. As Morales from the windup, still waiting on his pitch from the dugout. There's the pitch, foul ball to the right side again. Just got the end of the bat on it. Did the batter, Nerhood. Here's the pitch. Inside, just missed the batter. Ball 2, so the count now 2-2. Again, Morales from the windup. The pitch, curveball, pop fly, right center field, left center field, and going over to make the play will be Jet Whitmire, as he got under it pretty easily. High pop fly out there, and he went over and made the play, and that is out number 1. That's going to bring number 9 to the plate, Braden Liker. He is 1 for 3, single line drive and reached on an error. He steps in on the right side. Here's the pitch. right down the middle with a fastball called strike one from Morales. On deck is Jacobson, and in the hole Ryder from La Cueva. Curveball, a little bit high, ball one. 1-1 now the count. As Morales goes back to work, the wind and the pitch. Swing and a miss on a good up in the zone heater, maybe even a little bit high, but he got him to chase it. So the count now 1-2. That ball misses down, so 2-2 now the count. Here's the wind and the 2-2. Swung on, foul ball, left side. Coach put his hand up over there and knocked it down. Byers will go chase it out almost to the green. Not grass, I was going to say to the green grass, but the green turf. So 2-2 the count on the foul ball. Count remains 2-2, I should say. Here's the pitch, curveball, popped to the right side and out of play. Foul ball again. So Liker steps back in, 2-2 the count, one out. We're in the top of the 7th inning, 6-1. La Cueva leading the Bulldogs. Here's the pitch. Curveball, that's going to be hit to the left side between the shortstop and the third baseman for a one-out single, which will bring to the plate number 5, Reed Jacobson, the left batter batting from the left side. He's not left-handed, he's switch hitter, plays second base. He is 2 for 2 with a walk, a single, and a triple. So he's been on base every time. Batting the 8 hole, he might be moving up in the order. All right, here's the pitch. Low and away, ball 1 to the left-hander. On deck is the catcher batting in the 9 hole, Luke Ryder, and then we're back to the top of the order. The center fielder, Jackson Hicks, is in the hole. One out, Bulldogs trying to keep no more runs from coming, and they got to get 5 to keep things going in the next inning. It's throw over, not in time. As Pacheco put the tag down, but not in time. Jacobson steps back in. 2 peeks over, now to the plate. Runners off and running. Throw down is not in time. Boy, he got a good jump. He was in there easily as Estrada came to field that one hopper, and he was already slid in. And that was a ball at the plate, so 2-0 now to Jacobson. As Morales staring in to Usherwood. Now he'll come set. And to the plate. High and away. I waited because it was close, but called the ball. So the count now 3-0 to Jacobson, who is again 2 for 2 with a walk, a single, and a triple, and he has a couple of RBIs as he cleaned the base paths a while ago with that triple. Here's the pitch, right? Well, it was down the middle, but a little bit high, ball 4. So that put runners on first and second, and Coach Ortiz calling time. He's going to come out and talk to his pitcher and catcher. And we're going to have a new pitcher. So it's going to be number 3, Caden Beauregard, going to come in. So we'll go ahead and take a break as he warms up and see where Coach puts everybody. We'll be back after this timeout. It's 6-1 La Cueva. We're in the top of the 7th inning with runners on first and second and one out.
Wilbanks Trucking Services in Artesia is seeking dedicated and motivating individuals to join their team. Immediate openings include CDL drivers with pay starting at $25 to $33 per hour depending on experience. Riggers with pay starting at $20 per hour and open positions for owner-operators. Wilbanks Trucking Services offers full benefits including medical, dental, vision, 401k, and housing for out-of-town employees. For more information on career opportunities, please call 575-746-6318 or online at wilbanks.us. Wilbanks Trucking Services is an equal opportunity employer.
Every piece of land has a story, written by those who work it. But everyone's story is different. So the question is, how will you tell yours? Behind the wheel of a John Deere compact tractor, mower, or Gator utility vehicle. Run with us and start telling your story today.
Stop by Pecos Valley Equipment in Artesia and Roswell, or visit us online at pecosvalleyequipment.com.
Caden has taken all but one. Looks like he's going to throw one more warm-up pitch here. And he throws it. So he's going to adjust his shoe lace on the right side, and the batter coming to the plate will be number 13. That was the only change. Beauregard came in for Morales on the bump, and now Usherwood's going to go out and talk to Caden, as Luke Ryder, the right-handed catcher, number 9 hitter in the lineup, will step in once they've talked. And Ryder has reached 2 times. He's 0 for 3, but he's reached 2 times on errors. He grounded out to Nye. Or I'm sorry, there was an error. Anyway.
Wilbanks Trucking Services in Artesia is seeking dedicated and motivating individuals to join their team. Immediate openings include CDL drivers with pay starting at $25 to $33 per hour depending on experience. Riggers with pay starting at $20 per hour, and open positions for owner-operators. Wilbanks Trucking Services offers full benefits including medical, dental, vision, 401k, and housing for out-of-town employees. For more information on career opportunities, please call 575-746-6318 or online at wilbanks.us. Wilbanks Trucking Services is an equal opportunity employer.
Every piece of land has a story, written by those who work it. But everyone's story is different. So the question is, how will you tell yours? Behind the wheel of a John Deere compact tractor, mower, or Gator utility vehicle. Run with us and start telling your story today.
Stop by Pecos Valley Equipment in Artesia and Roswell, or visit us online at pecosvalleyequipment.com.
All right, we're back, Bulldog fans. Sorry about that, having technical difficulties. The first batter that Beauregard faced was walked, and then a pitch got by the catcher, and runners moved around. And so now we have runners at second and third. It is 7-1, and at the plate is number 7, Jason Hicks, with a 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Called strike 3, rung him up, looking. Good pitch there by Caden on the inside to the right-hander, the leadoff batter, and that'll bring the third baseman, number 2, Garrick Pineda, to the plate. So Pineda will step in. He's 1 for 3. Singled, hit into a fielder's choice, walked, and he flew out. Here's the pitch. Curveball. I guess too low. Boy, it looked good. It broke really good, but I guess it came in too low for the umpire, so ball 1 to Pineda. On deck is Martinez and then the hole Reynolds for the Bears as they lead now 7-1. There's a swing and a pop fly to the right side. Fading over is Fuentes. He will make the... Oh, he dropped it. It came out of his glove. Doggone it. So both runners come across from second and third. Actually, yeah, from second and third on that drop ball because they were running with 2 outs. Throw over, not in time. And so at the plate now is Martinez. First pitch is low, ball 1. So the error over there in shallow right field, 2 runs scored. And the runner was at first base safely. Now ball 1, ball 2 to number 6. That was low again to Raymond Martinez. Runner at first base is Garrick Pineda. And the score now is 9-1 in favor of the Bears. Beauregard comes set and to the plate. Called strike 1 on the outside corner. So Fuentes made a good run. He ran all the way out into the green, a little bit into the green, and then got to it, and it just popped out of his glove. Just one of those things. Weird play. Here's the pitch. Bounces it up there. Runner's going to go. Throw down is into center field, and the runner will hold at second as Almendares came up. So it was a ball at the plate, bounced. And when it bounced, Pineda just took off running, and he's in there safely on the stolen base. So 3-1 count at the plate, 2 outs, runner at second base, a 9-1 lead as they've scored 3 in the 6th and now 3 in the 7th to have the Bears. And Bulldog errors have kind of come back and haunted them this ball game as they have 4 errors so far, and there's a walk. A little bit high, ball 4. So with runners at first and second now, number 8, the cleanup batter, and the pitcher comes to the plate. Braden Reynolds, he's 3 for 4. He has hit 3 straight singles after lining out his first time at the plate. He lined out to Glendo, but he's hit some ropes. 2 to right center, 1 to left center. 3 for 4 at the plate. Here's the pitch. Curveball caught the outside corner, called strike 1. So this will be the first time Reynolds sees Beauregard. As he steps back on the right side. His first at bat against him at an 0-1 count. Bulldogs got a force all around except for home, and they got 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Curveball hit hard into right field on the seeing eye single ground ball, but it was between short and third, and that's an RBI, 2-out RBI for the pitcher, helping his own cause. He's gone to right twice. He's gone to left twice on rips and gets another RBI, and it's now (10-1). Runners at first and second. And at the plate is Connor Bauman, number 4, the first baseman, batting in the 5 hole. Beauregard comes set, takes a look back at second, now to the plate. Fastball misses away for ball 1. 1-0 the count. 10-1 our score. Bulldogs got to score at least 9 to keep this game going as we're here in the top of the 7th inning. I said it early on, La Cueva is the number 1 ranked team, and we're seeing some of those hits here, and Bulldogs hurt themselves a little bit with those errors. Boy, a great curveball called strike 1 as that broke right across the middle of the plate for Caden. 1-1 now the count. Beauregard took a peek back. Now he comes set. And to the plate. Bounces it up there to the right side of the plate, and good job there by Usherwood as he keeps everybody where they're at. Ball 2-1 as he lunged to his right. Caught it off the hop. So the count 2-1. As Caden takes a look back at second. Still looking for it. Now he comes set. Got his sign. And the play. Pop fly, right side. Fuentes will come in, not quite to the grass, and he will make the play, and that's the third out. But again, some damage done as the Bulldogs give up 2 hits. There were 4 runs, 1 Bulldog error, and 2 runners left on base. 10-1 as we head into the bottom of the 7th. We'll be back. Aiden Huffman coming to the plate. Rick.
It's Chevy truck season at Guy Chevrolet Company in Artesia. This month, receive 1.9% APR for up to 72 months on 2024 Chevy Silverado 1500s. From Trail Boss and ZR2 to RST and Customs, we have what you're looking for. So hurry in today to Guy Chevrolet Company on the corner of 1st and Main in Artesia or at GuyChevy.com.
Must take delivery by April 30th, 2024 for well-qualified buyers when financed with GM Financial. Guy Chevrolet in downtown Artesia or GuyChevy.com.
Okay, we're back here going into the bottom of the 7th inning, and Reynolds stays on the mound, going to go the whole way. They're going to try to anyway, as he has given up 4 hits to the Bulldogs, but only 1 run. And he's only thrown 64 total pitches, 14 for balls and 50 for strikes. The quick-working Braden Reynolds, and he's facing Aiden Huffman. The DH steps in on the right side. Aiden 0 for 2. He struck out swinging twice. And he gets dinged in the back on a curveball that didn't make it. So, leadoff runner, Bulldogs needed it. It probably hurt, but he's down there hit by pitch. I would tell him what I tell my boys. I didn't feel a thing. It looked like it hurt, though. All right, so coming into bat where Ricky was batting, who replaced him on defense, is Dalen Pacheco, and coming in to run for the Bulldogs, Huffman. So a courtesy or a pinch runner here for Huffman down at first base. I think it was number 7. Let me see here. Josiah Rodriguez coming in to courtesy or to pinch run. He gets a big lead over at first base as Reynolds going to turn and throw over there, but Josiah slides back in safely. It was pretty close. He had a big lead. Reynolds comes set, takes a peek, now to the plate, swung on, fouled back to the right into the net. So strike 1 on Pacheco. This is his first at bat. So first time seeing Reynolds, Dalen. He was late on that fastball. All right, Reynolds again set. He's going to throw over again. And boy, just got back. He slipped. Did Rodriguez when he turned, he peeled out what he did, trying to get back, but he did get back safely. Now the plate, Reynolds high and tight, ball 1-1. The count to Pacheco. Jesse Almendadas on deck and Frankie Galindo in the hole for the Bulldogs. As Reynolds comes set to the plate, got him to chase one, snap throw down, not in time. Boy, almost got him down at first base, did the catcher, Ryder. He fires it down to Ballman, and Rodriguez back in, but taking a big cut at that high tight pitch was Pacheco. So the count now 1-2 as Reynolds comes set and to the plate, and that called strike 3 got him on the outside corner looking. So 1 down now with Jesse Almendadas coming to the plate. He is 1 for 2 with a single. He steps in on the right side. 1 out. Rodriguez with a big lead at first base, and he takes another step. Reynolds took 2 looks over at him. He comes set to the plate. Another snap throw down from the catcher, but Josiah back in safely. That time he didn't even have to dive. He got back quickly. Ball 1 to Almendadas, high and away. On deck is Frankie Galindo, and in the hole, Caden Beauregard for the Bulldogs. Reynolds again looking. Rodriguez with a big lead. He's leaning to second. Now he's going to turn and slide back in. He was safe. Boy, he was barely safe. Good snap throw over there. Josiah got caught leaning, but he dove, but took 2 steps and dove back in safely. Reynolds again set. Josiah with another big lead. He'll dive back in safely again. Every one of them's been close. Josiah is quick as lightning. He got back in safely each time. But, man, they're close. He gets a big lead again. Reynolds to the plate, and that's right down the middle. Strike one. 1-1 now the count on that fastball to Jesse. On deck is Frankie Galindo, and in the hole, Caden Beauregard for the Bulldogs. They got a bat around here. They got to get some runs across. Here's the pitch. Curveball. That's hit into left field on a rope. So a single puts runners at first and second for the Bulldogs with 1 out. And to the plate comes Frankie Galindo. Good hit there by Jesse as he just line drive that out to left field on a low line driver. Took about 2 bounces right to the left fielder. All right, Galindo steps in. Here's the pitch. Strike 1 right down the middle with a fastball. Frankie is 0 for 2. He struck out swinging both times he's come to the plate previously today. Reynolds again. He shakes him off this time. He's got that bend over. He bends over, hangs his right hand with the ball, and puts his left hand on his thigh. Now he comes set, takes a look back at second. Long look, now to the plate. Strike 2, same pitch, man. Frankie watched 2 big fastballs go right by him down the middle. So 0-2 the count. Again, Reynolds, long look in, waiting for his sign. Now he got it. Comes set, long look back at second to the plate. Swing and a miss, right down the middle again. That time he took a big swing, but he was late. Struck out swinging, and that is out number 2. So the Bulldogs down to their final out here. Got to have a big 2-out rally as Caden Beauregard steps in. He's 0 for 2. He grounded out and struck out. There's a pitch and a swing and strike 1. Right back in is Caden. Steps back in. And Reynolds from that stretch, now he comes set to the plate. Curveball broke right across the middle of the plate, called strike 2. Ten to 1 is our score. Timeout taken by Beauregard. Took too long. Did the catcher to the pitcher. So Caden stepped out. Now he steps back in. Reynolds comes set. Big leads. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him on another good fastball. And the strikeout swinging ends the ball game. The Cueva Bears end up winning 10 to 1. They score 10 runs off 11 hits. They had 1 error and they leave 10 stranded. The Artesia Bulldogs get their 1 run in the 4th inning off of a single by Ricky Almendares. They had 5 hits, 4 Bulldog errors, and they left 5 stranded in the ball game. So Reynolds gets the win. Nia Estrada takes the loss, and the Bulldogs will play tomorrow against the Cleveland Storm at 10 a.m. in the morning, and we'll be back here for that. So tune in the morning if you can't make it up here to Rio Rancho. I'm going to go ahead and run the close here, and we got Goddard Rockets coming up next as they take on the Rio Rancho Rams here in about probably...
Attention high school students and parents of high school students. Do you want to visit Eastern New Mexico University from the comfort of your own home? Then plan on attending the ENMU Virtual Open House on Saturday, April 20th, starting at 10 a.m. You can get a virtual tour of campus, talk virtually with current students, and win great prizes. Sign up today at enmu.edu/open house. Eastern New Mexico University. Student success. That's what we're about.
Spring has sprung and your friends at Sun Country Homes and Gardens have wet their plants from excitement. Sun Country carries hardy plants grown in and for our region, including landscape shrubs, trees, perennials, xeriscaping, desert plants, annual flowers, bedding plants, seeds, and vegetables too. Inside the iconic red barn, you'll find beautiful home decor, a wide selection of fertilizer, gardening supplies, and the most knowledgeable and welcoming staff in the area. Stop by Sun Country Homes and Gardens, 2707 1st Street in Artesia, and see why Sun Country Homes and Gardens is Southeast New Mexico's premier lawn and garden headquarters.
Bob Reed Pest Control protects you and your home by controlling pests that invade. Bob Reed Pest Control understands the importance of safety in and around your home from unwanted pests. Protect your family's most important investment, your home, and protect your children and pets from the dangers of poisonous bugs and insects. Call Bob Reed Pest Control today and let our fully licensed pest control professionals start working for you and your family. Find us fast in names and numbers. Call 623-5344, serving all of Southeast New Mexico.
The Artesia Police Department wants to remind you to lock up your vehicles, take your keys with you, and never leave valuables in your vehicle. If you're looking for a rewarding career in law enforcement, the Artesia Police Department is looking for you. The department is currently hiring certified and uncertified officers. Take advantage of a great retirement plan, paid leave, and medical benefits. Apply in person, online, or call 575-746-5000 for more information. The Artesia Police Department is an equal opportunity employer. And please always remember, don't drink and drive.
Dean's Inc. of Artesia provides a superior choice for all your electrification, communication, and supply needs, with a vision to be the premier industrial electrical service provider in New Mexico and West Texas, providing unparalleled quality in supplies and service with highly skilled and conscious personnel. We pledge to our customers to exhibit the utmost in integrity and reputation while providing superior quality in all we do. Dean's Inc., located at 409 Commerce Road, or online at deansinc.com.
Well, as you just heard, Joby Hodling from Rio Rancho, New Mexico. The Bulldogs fall to La Cueva in the Rio Rancho tournament by a final score of 10-1. And we've got a lot of sports on our TV channel going on right now. As a matter of fact, from the Roswell